Hello and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new. Hi, I'm Kerry and I'm a Disney adult. Now, by being a Disney adult, obviously that means that I am a big Disney fan. However, do I love every single Disney film? No, I do not. So this film, I will be sharing the 5 Disney films I would not choose to watch again. At number 5. Yeah, you knew it's going to be in there if you've seen any more of my videos. Bambi. Now, what is wrong with Bambi, you say, if you haven't seen my previous videos, particularly the one where I did the tier list of the 1930s and 1940s films? The character's cute. Bambi's a cute character. Thumper's cute. Flower's cute. You know, they're nice little characters. Like, I see the point. It's animals frolicking in the forest. This deer's mother dies for absolutely no reason whatsoever. It adds nothing to the film whatsoever. It doesn't change him as a character. It's not like when Mufasa dies in The Lion King and, you know, that has to happen so Simba can become the Lion King. There is absolutely no difference. In fact, we almost get an entire thing of his mum dies, you know, he's crying mama. It's really sad. And then we have the next scene, just dim little April shower. And it's like, what? We've just been utterly emotionally destroyed from this poor little fawn that we have already grown to love in the film, losing his mother very suddenly to hunters. And then we're just going on like, everything's fine, showers in April. And then very shortly after, he seems to just, it's a very short film. It's only about an hour long. And then all of a sudden, he's an adult deer. It's like, what? What is this? Why did we go through all that? Why did you give us this bond with him and his mother if you are just going to kill her? And the film just doesn't really have a storyline. It's not a strong storyline going through it. It's almost like you're watching a documentary on deer, but it's not a documentary on deer. It is a family Disney film. And that right there is why Bambi is the fifth film that I would not choose to watch again. In at number 4, The Fox and the Hound. Similar reasons for Bambi, really. Now, thankfully, The Fox and the Hound does have a stronger storyline to it. I will give it that. But again, it's just a very bleak story. I don't think a huge amount really happens in it, except you have some nice thing of, you know, this puppy and this fox cub playing around, becoming friends as children. And then obviously, you know, the dog's a bloodhound, so he's going to grow up to be a hunting dog. And what are they going to be hunting? Foxes. And so therefore he has to go against his feelings of how much he, you know, this close friendship he developed with this fox when they were both children, to his instinct and his duty to hunt the fox down. Now, spoiler alert, thankfully the fox does not die at the end, but I was actually quite surprised the fox didn't die at the end, because I was convinced that they were just going to probably tear the fox to shreds like they actually do in fox hunting. But thankfully Disney spared us that. Maybe they thought after Bambi, you know, shouldn't cause them too much grief really. But again, it's another one of these films that's kind of, it's a children's film, it's a family film, and I just feel the the morals of the story are a bit too much for children, and that is why Fox and the Hound is my number 4. And number 3, The Rescuers Down Under. Now, I was also going to put I'm sorry about the images here, they look really strange zoomed in. Basically, I went and got the cover pictures from Google and then kind of made them look brighter. So the writing looks nice and bright, but then the rest of it looks kind of weird. So apologies for that. You get the gist. It's The Rescuers Down Under. Now, The Rescuers was an extremely subpar film for Disney. Again, I didn't warm to it at all. It just wasn't a film for me. But then they randomly decided, oh, let's make a sequel of this really meh film that we've made. And basically, The Rescuers Down Under is the same film as The Rescuers, but in Australia. And I just think, why did we need it again? We had a very boring film, and then let's make another version of the very boring film, but in, you know, the South Hemisphere. I just don't see the point in it. I also think it interrupted the nice introduction to the Renaissance age of Disney, which started with The Little Mermaid. And then you had The Little Mermaid's like, yay, we're getting somewhere. and then Rescuers Down Under, and then Beauty and the Beast, and Aladdin, and The Lion King, and they were all amazing. But, you know, as I said, you just as you think you're going up in the world, you suddenly get Rescuers Down Under, and it just drags it down again. And it just didn't need to be made. And I actually just kind of ignore the film's existence, if I'm honest. But yeah, that's why number 3 is The Rescuers Down Under for me. Into The Three Caballeros. Now, I appreciate that this is probably going to be a little controversial because it's popular. There's a ride based around it at Epcot, and I'm sure the ride is really good. I haven't actually been on it, but the film itself is just boring. Except for the Araquan bird, which if you watch my videos, my tier list of Disney films of the 1930s and 40s, I put in a bit of a clip of the Araquan bird bit. It's good. However, the rest of the film is really, really boring. After you've already had a trip around South America in the Saludos Amigos, which was the film that came out before The Three Caballeros, that was already a propaganda film based around Latin America in the 1940s when they're trying to get them back popular as a holiday destination after them, arguably, I think, sort of siding with the Nazis possibly in World War II. I don't know. You have to look into it. I explain it further in that film. They then bring out another Latin American propaganda film with The Three Caballeros. It's like they decided, oh, we haven't done enough. Let's do it again. And, okay, it's got Donald Duck, who is a legend, and I love him. But the other two, ugh. I mean, Jose, the parrot, his obsession with Bahia is just, ugh. But again, I'll go into more detail of it in the tier list of the Disney films of the 1930s and 40s. I've put it up on the top of the screen now as a card if I haven't done it already. It's just a pointless film. It drags. Nothing really happens. It is a very, very boring film. And I remember watching it and going, oh my God, when is this film going to end? It is dull. And that's why it gets my number 2 slot for Disney films that I would never choose to watch again. And finally, the one you've been waiting for, and I know you know what it's going to be. We all know what it's going to be. And that's The Black Cauldron. I mean, I can't show you. I don't know if the mouse is showing up on the screen. Gurgi, down by Taran's legs if it isn't circling him with the mouse. Hopefully it is. Let me circle him again. Woo! Gurgi. Well, basically, it's not the blonde girl, and it's not it's not the humans on the screen. It's that thing below that my husband refers to, spoiler, in his review of it that will be coming out at some point. Some point I will get round to doing those videos. Gurgi looks like a cross between a Shih Tzu and Boris Johnson. And that is just that. He's supposed to be this cute little character, and he's just not. Anyway, back to why The Black Cauldron is my number 1 Disney film that I will never watch again. Again, it is boring. The characters are not strong enough. Apparently the book series is really good. So Disney did it a great disservice, which, you know, I hate saying things like that a bit about Disney. Because obviously I love Disney. That's my, my whole thing with having the channel. I found Elonwy patronising, Taran whiny and quite brattish. It was very much just a kind of, you have a pig that can tell the future, otherwise nothing really would have happened to you. And how weird you just happen to have a pig that can tell the future. I think it's a very, very dark film. Too dark for Disney, if I'm honest. It's quite scary. I recall there was a ride at, I want to say, Tokyo Disneyland, based on The Black Cauldron, which apparently was really, really scary. And I think that kind of summarises the film. The Horned King is quite terrifying. The way he tortures Henwig is just awful, the pig. And, there's that character whose name I never remember, the minstrel guy, and he's just kind of pointless too. And I'm practically falling asleep even talking about it. It's that dull. But, that's why it's my number 1. So, did you agree with my choices? If you did, please let me know. If you didn't, more importantly, please let me know in the comments. I would love to know if you disagree with any of these and why you particularly enjoy them. Please let me know your top 5 well, your top 5, your bottom 5, I suppose, but the 5 Disney films you would never choose to watch again, or, you know, just in general, one. If you've only got one Disney film you never choose to again, explain to me why you wouldn't watch The Black Cauldron again. Anyway, in the meantime, I hope you have an amazing week. As you can see at the moment, I'm not bringing out videos on Thursdays anymore. I will be in the future. I'm just quite behind and quite busy at the moment, but I will get to a point where I get to a bit of a flow and I can come up with some more videos. But at the moment, we're not doing Thursdays, just Mondays. But as I said, I hope you have an amazing week. Please make sure to like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!